Hello there everyone, Ashnflash here, and welcome on into a LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga news video. Today we're actually taking a break from all of our Batman stuff because there's some really exciting news. All of the DLC packs and characters were actually revealed today. Not what they look like in game, we only got a look at 2 of them, but we also got our first look at someone really important and interesting. So we're going to go through all that. So anyways, without further ado, let's go ahead and let's get started. So the first one here that we're going to talk about is the Mandalorian Season 1 character pack, releasing on April the 5th alongside the game. Now, you can get the deluxe edition, you'll get all this as well, and I think you can also probably purchase these separately. So, this pack has the Mandalorian and a non-playable Grogu. Grogu is this companion sort of system that is happening in the game, or like Salacious Crumb is the companion for Jabba. So yeah, cool. The other character here is Grief Karga, so his Season 1 outfit, Cara Dune, IG-11, and Quill. Now, we've never gotten an official Quill before, and a lot of times with LEGO games, they do design their own characters. But what's very strange to me, and as we continue through here, I'll come back to this, but just pay attention to what's happening and what I'm able to show you on screen. Next up here, we'll talk about the Season 2 for The Mandalorian, and this is coming with Ahsoka Tano, Boba Fett, Bo-Katan, Fennec Shand, and Moff Gideon. And of course here we have a great look at Ahsoka Tano from presumably probably her own show, as well as those appearances, and I guess from the Book of Boba Fett as well. So we'll come back to that at the end. And this will be releasing on May the 4th. But next up here, we'll go in order. We've got the Solo A Star Wars Story one. This comes with a young Han Solo, young Chewbacca, young Lando Calrissian, Kira, Tobias Beckett, and Enfys Nest. And will also be coming out on April the 5th. Then we've got the classic character pack, which I'm sorry, maybe I missed this, but it's still really confusing to me what's happening with this. The characters will include the Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, Han Solo, Darth Vader, and Lando Calrissian. And all of these are going to be available for people who have early access from retail partners, but will be available to everyone else beginning on April the 19th who purchased the character collection or via the standalone purchase. So the other one there that ties into that is a Ben Kenobi classic one, which is only available to people who pre-order a digital copy. So yeah, very weird stuff. Not sure what's up with that, if he'll be unlockable in the game or something, like it's just, or purchasable separately. Just very, very weird. Anyways, next up here we have the Trooper character pack. This will come with a Death Trooper, an Incinerator Trooper, a Range Trooper, an Imperial Shore Trooper, and a Mimban Stormtrooper. This will be available in early access for consumers who pre-ordered the digital version of the game, and available on May the 4th for everyone else who purchased the character collection or via the standalone purchase. Then we have the Rogue One, a Star Wars Story one. This will come with Jyn Erso, Bodhi Rook, Cassian Andor, K2SO, Chirrut Îmwe, Baze Malbus, and director Orson Krennic. This, however, will be releasing on April the 19th. And then we have here the Star Wars The Bad Batch character pack. This will come with Hunter, Wrecker, Tech, Echo, and Crosshair, releasing on May the 4th. So, very strange here. If you look at all of the characters all together, you'll notice that when it came to like the Bad Batch, I thought for sure Omega was going to be in that. And she isn't. And then when you look at like all of the other packs, like I thought maybe for Solo they would put Dryden Voss, like they would make him, because, you know, this is an opportunity to have characters we've never gotten before. So I'm not sure. I don't want to sit here and tell you that this is definitively going to be the Ahsoka that we'll get, or the Quill that we'll get, or even the Incinerator Trooper, because we've never gotten that before either. I don't think that's necessarily what I'm saying. I just think that looking at the figures, specifically with Ahsoka, like the printing and all that wouldn't be far off of something I could see them doing, especially if they do want to be using it and maybe a Book of Boba Fett set, maybe even continuing into her own show. I don't know. I just find that really fascinating to me. And I think that looking at their relationship here with this game, they were working really closely with Lego when it came to like actually designing and putting in sets and putting the codes on the boxes and all that. Of course, with the delays of the games, it didn't really work too well. But it is interesting because in the past, they have really talked to each other. They've, given each other the designs for figures that are coming in years to come sets. So I don't think that's necessarily what's happening here. It could be. I'm not sure. We have had some designers talk about Quill as well, getting him in a set, and how they didn't want to put all the figures in one set with the Razor Crest and kind of have like collectors, buy more products. So I don't know. I find this really interesting, their choices. It does confuse me in some things, like where's a Dark Trooper and all these different things. Looking at this whole list of characters as a whole, I don't know, I feel like they are missing out on a lot. Specifically, I would say they're also missing out on a lot when it comes to current shows. Like, cool, Bad Batch, but like they don't have Omega. But even looking at the Book of Boba Fett, it's like you should really be doing a DLC or a level or something to do with that. And now that Boba Fett and Fennec are in there, I don't know if that would work. I guess maybe the Boba Fett in that could be like the Tusken outfit, or maybe you set the level or whatever in the past. I don't know. Like, you'd think that after the game, post game, the game's been done. Obviously, they are actually making the game right now. Like, they are actually going out and physically producing the games. Of course, there's also like patches and things that'll come with glitches that they'll find in the first few weeks of the game and all that. But my point with that is it's done. So you'd think that right now they'd be working on DLC, and there's like rumored 20 something. I don't know. But there's a lot missing here, specifically with current things. And I'd hope that with all these new shows coming, that they would continue to do like an Obi-Wan one in May. Like, that would be really great if they are on top of things there, and maybe even with Andor. And heck, you know what? Even Visions, I think, would be really interesting to see some of those designs in Lego form here and how they could tackle that in this, just another character pack. But to me, the biggest one that I'm shocked that isn't here is Clone Wars. And I don't know if that means that they'll just be in the game, sort of like with Rebels. I don't know. Only time will tell. We're less than a month away, which is absolutely insane to me. This game is finally going to be releasing on April the 5th, and I cannot wait to get my hands on this. I'm trying my best to get my hands on an early copy, reaching out to TT Games, reaching out to Lego, all these different places, trying my best here to provide you guys with early content, which of course we will be posting stuff on the Ashnflash Extra channel. We've been playing through a couple of different games leading up to that, as well as I do want to also maybe do any follow-up videos here with news. I don't know, maybe do a video of every single character. It's tough. Like, it's interesting. A Lego game, it kind of falls between both channels, especially when it could be like, hey, maybe these are some of the designs that we're getting in the future. But I don't know. I'd love to hear your thoughts, though. Like, which DLC here are you excited for? Which characters are your favorite? Which version of the game are you getting? Leave it all down below. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. Hope you all have a great day. I will see you all in the next one.